One thing I would share is just literally yesterday I was mentioning to a patient that a lot of folks are super, super interested in detox now, which I, oh, I sort of, it'd be great actually if the words that came out of everybody's mouth was detox biotransformation, because unfortunately, I think detox only talks about breaking down and getting rid of the things that are an insult to
Mm.
us,
Hmm.
but it's the liver, small bowel, et cetera, tissues in the body, cells in the body that break things down and clear them, not necessarily that are toxic, though that's part of it, but just anything that's got to be broken down and cleared and also recycled.
Yeah.
Uh, and then phase one and phase two are sort of making things into free radicals so they can be clipped to something. That's phase one. Phase two, six pathways out of the liver, basically, so that these get clipped to something made water soluble, leave via the urine, poop, or sweat. And then phase three detox, which is so important to hormonal balance, is happening in the gut milieu.
Hmm.
Or, I don't know if it's actually called phase three detox or just a bunch of us are bandying that about so people get a chance to hear that a lot of hormonal balance happens in the gut. But do you want to share anything about that or related issues today? Because I know this is a big part of what you do. And also, again, it's so important to women. What are the connections between what you've shared so far and hormonal health?
Yeah, that's such a great question. And it's so often overlooked because I think you're right. People, I think maybe, oh, I've been bad, so now I'm going to detox and they'll do some cleanse. But our bodies are so good at doing their own detoxing if you give it the right tools. And especially for women in our hormonal health, but for men as well. But for women, um, in my practice, um, a significant driver of a lot of hormonal issues, things like really intense PMS or PMDD, PCOS, acne. A lot of these things come down to imbalances in the gut microbiome or something going on with bile function. But a overlooked aspect of um, hormone health is if you have certain overgrowths in in the gut that um, processed excess estrogen that is supposed to be going through the bowels and being removed so that we can maintain balance, it can often get liberated by certain microbes that produce an enzyme that break it apart and allow it to be reabsorbed and recirculate. So that's a common driver of estrogen dominance or having too much estrogen in the body is because every time the body's trying to like get rid of it through the bowels, it's getting broken up by these bacteria and is allowed to get back into the body. And so, again, by working on bringing balance back into the gut microbiome with changes in diet, sometimes addressing overgrowths with antimicrobials, uh, changing uh, the timing of meals and avoiding snacking, all these little changes can allow not only for gut health to come back into balance, but hormones to also come into balance.
Beautiful. Any other cool stuff you want our audience to know about?
Uh, I think we could talk forever. I don't know which wormhole we want to jump into.
This is pretty powerful at this point.
I agree, yeah.
How do people find you?
So I have a website, JackieMeehanNutrition.com. I do a weekly newsletter